So in this video, we are going to learn how to build a WhatsApp chatbot for real estate business. Now, if you own a real estate business, this video is going to show you the step-by-step process that how you can create a WhatsApp chatbot for real estate and also get some qualified leads from WhatsApp itself. So first, using Pabbly Chatflow, we are going to create a WhatsApp chatbot. And in this chatbot, we are going to add all the questions or all the details which we want to collect from the lead. After that, once a user sends a message to this chatbot, the chatbot will trigger and it will automatically start sending the messages to the leads and ask all the questions and collect all the necessary details using which you can qualify the leads as well. At last, using this API module of Pabbly Chatflow, you can add all of these details in your Google spreadsheet, and if you want, using Pabbly Connect's automation platform, you can send some kind of recommendations to the new leads on WhatsApp as well. Now, if you want to learn how you can build this chatbot and create this completely automated WhatsApp chatbot system, for that, let me just take you to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my WhatsApp account. Now, before we start with the actual process that how you can set up WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow for your real estate business, let me show you the end result. That after setting up this chatbot, how the users and leads can interact with this chatbot on WhatsApp, how this chatbot is going to reply to them, how it is going to collect the details, and all of that. So we are going to see a live example, a real-time example of this WhatsApp chatbot which we have created for the real estate business. So from my personal WhatsApp account, I'm just going to send a message as hello over here. As a user or lead sends the message, this chatbot is going to instantly send them a reply. The reply message says, hello, welcome to ABC Realty. How can we assist you today? Please select one of the following options. And here below this message, you can see we have three options. The first option is of buy property, the second option is of sell property, and the third option is of other. So let's say I want to buy a property over here. So I'm selecting buy property. After selecting buy property, it is asking us that what type of property we are looking for. So we are looking for a residential property. So I'm selecting residential over here. Then after that, it is going to ask us that what is the size of the property, how many BHK. So let's say I'm looking for a 4 BHK property over here. After that, it is asking me my budget. And in budget as well, we have given three options, 30 to 50 lakhs, 50 lakhs to 1 CR, and 1 CR plus. So let's say I'm looking for a 4 BHK property with 1 CR plus budget. After entering the budget, it is asking me the city, that in which city I'm looking for the property. So let's say I'm going to enter the city as Mumbai. After entering the city name, it is asking me that what are the specific amenities I'm looking for. So let's say I'm entering these amenities over here, which I'm looking for. After entering the amenities, it is asking us that when I am planning to buy over here. So I'm planning to buy between 1 to 3 months over here. So here after that, it is asking me that whether I would like to schedule a site visit. So yes. After selecting yes, I'm going to enter the full name over here. So let's say my full name is demo user. After sending my name, it is going to ask me my email address. So this is my email address as well. So in this way, we have basically answered the questions over here, and after answering all the questions, it is sending us a thank you message. But after thank you message as well, instantly it has basically searched for the best properties which it had in its database, and this chatbot has shared the properties as well. So it has basically collected the details, asked the requirements from the lead, and on that basis, instantly it has searched for the best suitable properties in that city. And after getting those details, it has basically sent the same property details as a WhatsApp message to the lead as well. Now here in this message, we are sending the property type, the location of the property, and the price. But if you want, you can customize these details and send any data or any options if you want. If you have the photos of the property which you have for selling over here to send it to the user, you can send the WhatsApp messages with images and videos as well. Now here you can see that this is the chatbot which we have created, which not only interacts and collect the details from the leads, but also on the basis of the leads requirement, it will search for the properties which we have for selling and send it to the buyer. Also, we have multiple options in this chatbot, like we have just selected the option of buy property. But if the lead wants to sell a property, they can select this option of sell property, and the chatbot will basically ask the details according to that. And we will see that in the later part of this video. And also all the leads and all the details which we are getting for the leads from this WhatsApp chatbot, we are going to add all of these leads with all the details in our Google spreadsheet as well. So here in this Google sheet, you can see we have this spreadsheet of buyers over here in which we have the details of the lead who are looking to buy a property. And we have the name, email address, mobile number, property type, BHK, and all the details of the lead which they have entered while having the conversation with our WhatsApp chatbot which we have created using Pabbly Chatflow. So here in this Google spreadsheet, I have created multiple sheets for different types of lead. Now, if I get a seller, if I get the lead of a seller who wants to sell a property, in this spreadsheet of seller, the details of that lead is added. So we are adding the seller's name, their email address, phone number, the type of the property they want to sell, the BHK, the size of the property. Also, we are going to enter the property address, city, expected price range, the exact price they are looking for, the property photos, whether they want to list the property on a portal or not, and also the duration, that at what time duration they want to sell the property. Now here what is going to happen when a buyer is going to ask for a property, this chatbot will basically search for the properties in the sellers list over here, in this Google spreadsheet, in this database or Google sheet of sellers which we have created. From this spreadsheet, it will basically search for the properties from their city and as per their requirement. And then it is going to send the details of the same property which we have in the spreadsheet for that city back to the user on the WhatsApp as well. So the WhatsApp message with the property details which we are getting over here, these are the properties which we have suitable for us in this seller sheet as well. Also using this same chatbot, we are going to collect the details of other types of leads as well. Let's say we are getting the details from a realtor or any other real estate agent for buying, selling, or becoming a partner. We are going to enter those leads over here in different sheet. Also, if we get a lead from a professional like from an architect, interior designer, or any other kind of professional who works in the real estate industry, if we get the lead and the details from that, then in that case, we are going to enter the details of those professionals in a different spreadsheet. So we have created this automation of lead segregation and adding the leads in your Google spreadsheet as well, and also to fetch the seller details or seller properties from our database and send it back to the buyer in the same chatbot instantly. Now to build this kind of complete system, we have used Pabbly Chatflow to create the WhatsApp chatbot, and we have basically sent the details of Pabbly Chatflow at last to Pabbly Connect, and using Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to enter the details in our Google spreadsheet. Now how to do this? How you can create this kind of WhatsApp chatbot for your real estate business? For that, let me just take you to Pabbly Chatflow. Now to access Pabbly Chatflow, just go to your browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/chatflow. And as we reach to Pabbly Chatflow's landing page, here you can see we have two options. First one is sign in and second one is sign up free. Now, if you are new to Pabbly, by clicking on this sign up free button, you can set up your free Pabbly account in just 2 minutes. Or if you're an existing Pabbly user, just click on this sign in button. Now, as you click on sign in, we will reach to this all apps page of Pabbly. And here you just have to click on access now below Pabbly Chatflow. And as you click on access now, we will reach to Pabbly Chatflow's dashboard over here. Now, after coming to this dashboard, by clicking on this add WhatsApp number button, you can add your WhatsApp business API account in Pabbly Chatflow. Also, in Pabbly Chatflow, you can basically add unlimited WhatsApp business account. There is no limitation or no cap on adding the WhatsApp business account into the same Pabbly Chatflow account. Also, here you can see a list of all the message credits which you have in your Chatflow account. And below that, here you can see a list of all the accounts, the WhatsApp business account or WhatsApp Cloud API accounts which you have connected with your Chatflow account. By clicking on this access inbox button, you can basically access that particular account. Like right now, we have accessed this particular account over here. And here on the left side, you can see this folder option. You can use this folders feature to separate and manage your WhatsApp Cloud API account in Pabbly Chatflow. Now, after coming to this dashboard, to create a WhatsApp chatbot, to create a flow, from the left sidebar, we will go to this flows section. After coming to the flows section, here you can see a list of total flows which you have created in your Chatflow account, the total number of active flows and inactive flows as well. By clicking on this add flow button, you can just start creating a new flow in your Pabbly Chatflow account. And after that, here you can see a list of flows which you have already created in Pabbly Chatflow. Like right now in my Chatflow account, I have created only one flow named as Real Estate Lead Qualification Flow, the same flow using which we are having the conversation right now on our WhatsApp account. So here, let's have a look on this flow, that how I have created this flow for the real estate business and how you can basically use this kind of flow, build it using Pabbly Chatflow and start the lead generation and lead qualification process. So here you can see this is the complete flow which we have created, and we are going to start from the beginning. Now to start the conversation or to initiate the conversation with my chatbot with this WhatsApp number or to start this flow, the users have to send a specific message over here. So here you can see that in keywords, I have added the keywords like hello and hi over here. You can basically enter any keyword of your choice. Now, if you are sending some kind of marketing messages, some kind of template messages using WhatsApp Business API, you can select a template of your WhatsApp account, and on responses of those templates, here you can see you can basically trigger the flow on that basis as well. So let's say if I'm sending this kind of template message to my leads, whether they want to they are looking to buy the property or just exploring, on the reply of these kind of template messages where we have added the quick reply buttons, we can trigger the flow as well. Also, other than this, we have the option of rejects as well. So if you don't want to go with the specific keywords or you don't want to choose the template, you can enter the rejects. That if the message which the user is sending, if that particular message will contain some specific keywords or some specific words over here, in that case, this flow will trigger. And if any user sends any other message other than these options which we have configured over here, in that case, this flow will not trigger. So if you have created multiple flows for different scenarios, you can manage that using this. Once the flow is started, I'm sending a message over here. So basically, this is a text plus button kind of message where we have added a text message over here. That is the hello, the welcome message over here. And after that, we have added some buttons in this message. In these buttons, we are giving the option whether the user is looking to buy the property, sell the property, or they are here for some other services. So here we can basically give the options. We can basically create this kind of message over here where we are sending some text message and giving the buttons. And on the basis of what option or the what button the user chooses, we can basically continue the flow. So here we have basically continued the flow. Like if the user is going to select this option of buy a property, then here you can see this flow will continue using this method. First, we are going to update the custom field. Now what we have to do, after collecting these details, we also have to store and save these details in Pabbly Chatflow for each and every user, for each and every contact. So whenever someone is going to send us a message, a contact is created for the same person. Now, with this contact, we have to basically enter some other details related to a business as well. Like the details which we are collecting using this chatbot over here, that whether the user wants to buy a property, a residential property, 4 BHK, 1 CR plus all of these, we have to save these details in our Pabbly Chatflow account for that particular contact. And to save these details, we basically create custom fields in our Pabbly Chatflow account. Now to create custom fields, just go to settings section and here you can see this option of contact custom fields. Just go here. From contact custom fields, you can basically create any amount of custom fields of your choice over here. Like in my Chatflow account here, you can see I have created custom field for each and every information, each and every detail which we are collecting using this chatbot or this Chatflow which we have created inside Pabbly Chatflow. So whether it's full name, email address, lead type, property type, BHK, budget, time duration, site preferences, all of that, we have basically created custom field for each and everything, and in these custom fields we are storing the details. So as a user, a lead is going to have a conversation with us with this chatbot, the contact will be created. The same lead will be added as contact in Pabbly Chatflow as well. So if I go to the contact section here, you can see this contact is created over here. And if I click on this drop down over here, here you can see that all the details of the same contact, the same responses which they have entered over here, all of these details are added and updated over here in the contact custom fields over here. So we can just basically create the custom fields of our choice and then update the details, update the data in this custom field. We have the custom field for other options as well, but because the user has not selected those options or the flow was not continued using those methods and we have not collected those details, that's why these fields are blank over here. So in this way, you can create contact custom fields, and then here in this flow, we have to basically add that if the user is selecting this option over here, then what is the data we want to update in custom fields. So we have updated the custom field of lead type as buyer over here, as the user has selected that they are here to buy the property. Now after this, I want to send the next message to the user who is looking to buy a property, that what kind of property they want to basically purchase. So I have basically entered the text message over here, the question over here, and below that I have given the buttons. Now here in a single message, we can basically add up to 3 buttons. So I've added these 3 buttons that the user is looking for a residential property, a commercial property, or they are looking for a plot over here. Then after that, what is going to happen? If the user is going to select the residential property option, then here we are going to update the custom field of type of property the user is looking for. So we have created this custom field, and here in this dropdown, you will get a list of all the custom fields which you have created. So after selecting this option, I want to update the custom field with the value of residential, and then I want to send the next message that how many BHKs they are looking for. Now this particular message of how many BHK is specific to only the leads who are looking for residential property. If a lead is looking for a commercial property or a plot, in that case, we are just going to update the type of the property, the custom field of property type as commercial or plot over here on the basis of their response, and then we will going to ask the budget. But if the user has selected the option as residential, then we are going to ask them that how many BHK they are looking for. And after that, after answering to that particular question, we are basically going to move to the next question of the budget. And this question of budget will be the same for any kind of user. So if the lead is looking for residential, commercial or plot, any kind of property to buy, we are going to ask them that what is their budget range. Now, because we have three options, we have just entered three options over here. But instead of this, you can basically use any kind of message, other kind of messages as well, and ask the question from the user as well. Now here on the left side of the flow, here you can see the types of messages and the types of action which you can use in this flow. Like here we can see a text and button kind of message where we are entering some text message and adding the button options over here. And on the basis of what button the user is selecting, the flow is continued. But if you want to collect some kind of media like videos, images or something like that, you can use this media node as well. So using this media button node, you can basically collect some kind of medias as well. We'll see that in the later part of this flow where we are basically asking for the property photos from the sellers. Then here you can see we have this list node over here where you can provide a list of options to the user. Then we have this catalog message flow. Now, if you have created any kind of products in your Meta Business portfolio, you can enter the single product or multi-product flows as well. And here in action, if you want to set up some kind of conditions over here, you can use this condition node. If you want to collect the address, the exact address, complete address, you can use this address node. You can also ask for the location from the user, the exact location from the user on WhatsApp chatbot using this location node. Also, you can basically ask for some kind of media. You can set the custom field. Like here, you can say you saw this custom field node over here. Then the API request node we are going to use later in this video. You can also use nodes to update the tags of the contact in your Chatflow account. And also you can use this node to connect one flow with another flow. And here you can see that this is the questions node over here where we are asking the question, and on the basis of the reply, whatever reply the user is going to give, we are going to automatically update that reply into the custom field using a single node. So we don't have to update or add this particular node of contact custom field. Now here, this is the kind of flow which we are going to continue for the user who is looking to buy a property. So we are asking them their budget. Then here in the budget custom field, we are updating the budget details. Then we are asking them their preferred city over here, that in which city they are looking to buy the property. Then after that, basically using this question node, we are basically automatically updating the contact custom field over here. Then we are asking them for the amenities and then updating the values or whatever response the user is going to give, we are going to update the same response in the amenities required custom field. So we have created custom field for each and every details we are collecting from the lead. Now here in this questions node, you can see we have this option of select format. And here in this dropdown, we can specify that what kind of reply format we want. Either we want just a text reply, a number reply, we want date in reply, we want true or false in reply, we want the email address or regex. You can select any option from this dropdown. And if you don't want to set up any kind of conditions over here, you can select any as well. Now, after asking for the amenities to the buyer of the property, in the next question, I'm going to ask them that when they are planning to buy. So I have added this question message over here and then given three options that they are looking to buy immediately in 1 to 3 months or later on as well. Then we are going to update their response on the time duration custom field. Then after that, here I'm asking another question that whether they want to schedule a site visit or not. So if they want to basically visit the site or if they are available for site visits, they can basically select the option from this. And we are going to update their response in the prefer site visit custom field as well. Now after this, what is going to happen? We are going to collect their name. So I have added this question node over here. We are asking them their name, updating their same name into the full name custom field. And then we are collecting the email address of the lead and updating it in the email custom field as well. At last, using this API request node, we are going to send all of these details to a webhook URL. So here using this API node, if you want to send the data from your Chatflow or chatbot which you have created in Pabbly Chatflow to some other application to a webhook or to make API calls, you can do that using this API request node. So I've added a Pabbly Connect workflows webhook URL. So in Pabbly Connect, I have created an automation workflow where I have basically selected the trigger application as webhook by Pabbly, and then I got the webhook URL from here. Then we have just copied the webhook URL and added this in this API node and selected the method as post. Then here in parameters, whatever details we want to send to this webhook URL, we have basically entered the key name, and here from the drop down, we have selected the custom field. Like in front of full name, I want to send the full name of the user. So using this flow, we are collecting the details and updating it in the custom field, and using this API request node, at last, we are going to send all of those details to Pabbly Connect webhook. And using this Pabbly Connect automation, we have created different routes over here. So on the basis of the type of the lead, whether the lead is a buyer, a seller, a realtor, or professional, on that basis, we are going to add these leads into different Google Sheets as well. So in this way, we have basically created this flow. After creating this flow, what is going to happen? Here in this API node, you can see we have configured all the fields, all the custom fields over here. After creating this API node, we just have to send a test response to the webhook. And once you have successfully received the test response, you can just save this node over here. After sending the data or all the custom fields to Pabbly Connect, at last, we are going to send this thank you message. So this was the flow. This was the section of the flow where we were having the messages. We have created this section of the flow for the users, for the leads who are looking to buy a property. Now, what if a user or the lead is going to sell a property? Now, here in this message over here, if the user selects the option of sell property, in that case, once again, we are going to update the custom field of lead type as seller over here. And then we are going to ask them that what kind of property they want to send, whether they want to sell a residential property, a commercial property, or a plot. And on the basis of their response, we are going to update the custom field of type of the property they want to sell. And after that, what is going to happen? Once again, if the property is residential, we are going to ask them that what is the BHK? How many BHK is the property? So here the lead is going to enter that how many BHK their residential property is, which they want to sell. And if they select the option as commercial property or a plot, in that case, we will directly move to the address of the property. That at what is the address? What is the location of the property whether they want to sell? And after that, using this question node, we are going to collect this response and update it in seller property custom field as well. Then after that, we are going to ask the next question that what is the city? After address, we are going to ask them the exact city and then update it in seller property city custom field. Then we are going to ask them their price range, that in which particular price range they want to sell the property. Whether the price range they are expecting is 30 lakhs to 50 lakhs, 50 lakhs to 1 CR and 1 CR plus. So here in this flow, you can see that we have entered these kind of options over here, but you can basically change this option. You can basically enter any text message or any option of your choice and create the flows according to that. Now, I have basically added the custom field action next. So here, whatever price range they are expecting, we are going to update the same price range into the seller's expected price range custom field. So we have created a custom field for that as well in Pabbly Chatflow, and we are going to update the values. If they're selecting 30 to 50 lakhs, we are going to update this value. If they select the expected price range from 50 lakhs to 1 CR, we are going to update that. And if they select the expected price as 1 CR plus, then we are going to update the same value in that custom field. After updating this value, we will move to the next question where we are basically asking them the exact price they want to sell. And then at last, we are going to update the same value as well in the seller expected price custom field. So we have two different custom fields over here. The first custom field is seller expected price range where we are going to update the price range over here. And the second custom field is of seller expected price. Then we are going to ask the seller for a photo of their properties. So here we are basically asking for the photos of the property from the user, and we are just asking for one photo. But if you want, you can add this same node multiple times and collect multiple photos of the property from the leads as well who want to sell the property. So here you can see that we have entered the message that please share a photo of the property. We are updating the shared photo into the property photo custom field. And here in media type, we have options as image, videos, document, audio. If you want, you can select a specific media type as image over here. I'm just going with any for now. Then in the next message, we want to ask the user that whether they want to auto list the property which they have shared, which they want to sell on our site as well. So we'll list the customers or leads property on our website as well. So here we are just asking the question and taking a confirmation that whether the lead want to list their property on our site or not. On the basis of their option, we are going to update the custom field of auto list property on site over here, whether it's a yes or no. And then we will move to the question of how urgent is the sale, whether they want to make the sale immediately, they have a time of 1 to 3 months, or there is no rush to sell the property. And then we are going to update the same response over here in sales urgency custom field. At last, we will move to the questions of full name and email again. So after collecting all of these details, we will just ask for the full name, email address, and then we will basically send the same data to this API request node. Using this API request node, the details of the same lead who has selected the option that they want to sell the property will be sent to Pabbly Connect. And using this Pabbly Connect automation, we are going to add the details of the same seller over here in this seller sheet. Then after that, here, the next node which we have over here, the next type of flow or the next section of the flow which we have, if the user select the option of other over here. So if the user wants to buy a property, we saw how the flow will continue. If the user wants to sell the property, we saw how the flow continues. But what are these other section over here? So under other section, you can see we are basically asking the users two options. We are giving them two options. Are they realtors or professionals? So this is the other section, or the other option is for two kind of people. If the other person or the lead is also a realtor, or they are a professional who wants to work with us. So we are asking this question and given the same options as buttons as well. If the user selects the option of realtor, then we are going to ask us that what they are here for, what they are looking for. So the realtor can select the option that they are a buyer, they are looking for a property for their client. They can select the option like they have a property, they are a seller over here, they have a client's property which they want to sell. Also, we have given them this option of becoming a partner as well. So whether they want, they can just become a partner of us as well. Now, if they select this option that they have a buyer and they clear that they are here to buy a property for one of their client, we are going to update the lead status first over here. The lead status will be realtor buyer. So this is not a direct buyer who has approached us directly. This is a realtor who is looking to buy a property for their client. And then after that, in this flow, we are going to basically ask their business details of the realtor over here. So the realtor or the real estate agent who is contacting us on the behalf of their client, we are going to ask them their details and update them in custom field. And after that, we are going to ask the details of the property of the client which they want to basically buy. So what kind of property they are looking for, what is the property size, BHK budget, and we are going to collect all of these details and update it in this custom field of realtor buyer detail. And after that, once again, what is going to happen? We are going to send all of this data to the webhook over here. So once again, we will just ask for the full name of the realtor, the actual person who is interacting with the chatbot, the full user's email address, and then we will send the same data back to the API node. And via API node, we will send it to Pabbly Connect. Here in Pabbly Connect, we have a separate flow. We have created a route for realtor buyer over here. So in this case, we are going to add the details of that particular lead in the sheet of realtor buyer. Then after that, we have the other flow of realtor seller as well. So if a real estate agent wants to sell the property over here, if they select this option of I have a property, in that case, we are going to update the lead status as realtor seller. Then we are going to basically collect the details of the realtor over here, the business details. We are going to basically do the same for both the condition. Then instead of getting the buyer details of what kind of property they are looking for, we collect the details of the property they want to sell. And then update the data in this custom field of realtor seller / property details. And after that, what is going to happen? Once again, we'll ask for the name, email address, and send the data to this API request node. Then here you can see we have the similar flow for the other option as well. Like if the user is going to select the option that they want to become a partner, we are going to update the lead type as realtor partner over here. We are going to collect their business details over here. What are the services they provide? What are the services they offer? We are going to ask them that. And also we are going to ask them that how many years of experience they have in the real estate business. Then we are going to collect the name and the email address and send the data to API request. And then in this way, we have a flow for the realtor seller and partner as well, and different sheets for them too. So in these sheets, we are going to enter the details of this kind of leads or the real estate agent who want to become a partner with us over here. And from this Google spreadsheet, you can just review the request, the details from here. Then after that, we have the last section of the flow over here. If the user is going to select the option of a professional, whether a professional working in the real estate industry like an architect or an interior designer, contact us using this WhatsApp chatbot which we have for our real estate business. So if they select this option of professional, we are going to ask them whether they are an architect, interior designer, or they are a loan or legal advisor which is looking for some kind of clients over here. So here, if they select these options, any of these options, we are going to update the custom field over here of professional roles. So we are not going to basically update the custom field of lead type. We are going to update the custom field of professional role, whether they have a role of architect over here, the role of interior designer, or a loan provider or legal advisor. Now after that, we are going to collect some basic details. We are going to collect the name over here, ask for the name. Then we are going to ask them their email address. Then we are going to ask them to share their business details. Then we are going to ask these professionals to share the services which they offer. And at last, we are going to send all of these details directly to API request node. And using this node, we are going to send the data to Pabbly Connect and using Pabbly Connect back in our Google Sheet in this professional sheet over here. So in this way, we have created flows to collect the details from multiple kind of people so interact with our WhatsApp chatbot. And at last, we are going to segregate this data and add it in our Google spreadsheet using this Pabbly Connect automation. So this is how we have created the flow inside Pabbly Chatflow. And using API request node, we have basically sent the data from our chatbot from this flow to Pabbly Connect. Now, after sending this data to Pabbly Connect, every time we get a lead, a webhook response over here, this workflow will trigger. After triggering the workflow, this workflow will capture the response, the details of that lead. So here you can see that in this way, these details are captured over here by Pabbly Connect. And then on the basis of the type of the lead which we have selected over here, this workflow is going to get triggered. So here in the next step, we have added the router over here. Now, if we are basically selecting this option of router over here, you can basically add multiple routes, unlimited routes in your automation workflow. So I have created this route for the buyers. So if the user is going to select the option that they are a buyer. So in our flow, initially we ask the question over here that are you a buyer, a seller, or other option over here. So if they are here to buy a property, we are adding them as a tag of buyer over here. So if they are a buyer, how this workflow is going to know? So we have added the filter condition that if the lead type is equals to buyer, only in that case, this workflow will continue further. Then after adding this filter, we are basically adding the details of the lead in Google Sheets first. So as we get the details of the buyer, we are going to add the details of the buyer in this buyer's Google Sheet. After adding the details, after updating the details of the lead in this Google Sheet, what we are going to do, we are going to get the details, the data of the property which we have for selling. So in the Google Sheet itself, we have a different Google Sheets of seller over here, where we have the details of the property which the people want to sell or which we have for selling over here. So from this Google spreadsheet, we will basically search for the property in the same city the buyer has selected. So we are basically asking the buyer for the location, that in which particular city, in which particular location they are looking to buy the property. So here in this action step of Google Sheets lookup spreadsheet row version 2, we have selected our Google spreadsheet and also selected the seller sheet in which we have the data of the property which we want to sell. And after that, here in lookup value, we have entered the response of the city over here. So from Pabbly Chatflow, we have sent the response of the location of the city in which the buyer is interested in purchasing the property. So we have actually mapped the same response in this lookup value that we are looking for the properties in Mumbai city. But in the next field, it is asking us lookup column, that in this Google spreadsheet, in which particular column we are searching for the response. So we have the details of the city over here in column G over here. So that's why here in this workflow in lookup column, we have entered column G, that we want to search for this particular city in this column G. Then all the rows which are having Mumbai or that particular city in column G, we will get the response, the details of all of those in response over here. So here you can see that if we have turned off this simple response button and if we check the response, we have received the data of all the rows which are having that particular city of Mumbai in column G, the same city which is selected by the buyer in our chatbot over here while having the conversation with the chatbot, the same city which they have entered. After getting all the details of the property of that particular city, like we have basically pasted details of all the properties, residential, commercial, plots, and all of that for all the prices as well. Now we want to basically only send the details of the property which are basically according to the type of the property which the lead has selected, the buyer has selected, and also in their price range. So because we have received this array of data, this collective data of all the properties of the city, using iterator in the next step, we are going to process this array, process this data one by one. So using iterator, we are going to basically process the data or the details of one property at a time. And after adding iterator over here, we have added a filter as well. And here in this filter, you can see we have added the filter condition on the basis of the type of the property and the price or the budget selected by the user as well. So whatever budget the lead who is buying the property shows interest in. So whatever budget they are going to enter and whatever type of property they are going to select over here, on the basis of that, only the properties which matches their requirement on the basis of the property type, budget and the city will be sent to them. So we have added the filter where we are filtering the property which we have in their city and only sending the WhatsApp message with the property details of the property which matches. After adding this filter and ensuring that we only send the details of the property they are interested in, we have added this last action step of Pabbly Chatflow. And using Pabbly Chatflow's send text message action step, we are sending a WhatsApp message over here. So in recipient WhatsApp number, we have entered the WhatsApp number of the same lead who has basically sent us the WhatsApp message, which was having the conversation with our WhatsApp chatbot, and whose response Pabbly Chatflow sent us over here to the webhook. Now after that, here in WhatsApp message field, we have created a WhatsApp message and entered all the details over here. The same name of the lead which they have entered or sent whilst having a conversation with our chatbot. Then we are entering the same city name as well in which they are interested in. Then we are entering the details of the same property over here which we have fetched over here from our Google spreadsheet, from our Google Sheet database of the properties which we have for selling. So in this way, we have created this WhatsApp message and mapped the details over here. After mapping the details, this WhatsApp message with the property details is sent to the same lead like this, which we have received over here. So in this way, we have basically created a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. We have created the complete flow, ensuring all the condition and collecting the details of the lead. And in using this flow, we just not only get leads, we get qualified leads as well. So we know the exact thing, the exact property type which a lead is looking for. And also using the same flow, we are collecting leads for multiple events as well. So we are collecting the leads which are buyers who are looking to buy a property. We get the leads of the sellers as well who have the property and want to sell them as well. So using the same chatbot, we add the seller property details in the Google Sheet. And if a buyer looks for the property in the same city and same type, we are going to automatically send those property details to them. We also enter the details of the realtors over here who want to buy the other properties, sell the property, who want to become our partner, or our professionals and who want to work with as well. We cater those leads and enter their details in this Google Sheet too. So in this way, using Pabbly Chatflow, we have basically created this flow, and using this API node over here, the API request node, we send all the details of each and every lead to Pabbly Connect. And using Pabbly Connect, we have created the automation over here. Now we have basically created this kind of flow over here to fetch the property details and send it on WhatsApp only for buyers. But for sellers and other types of lead, basically we have created the route over here in which we are just adding the details in our Google spreadsheet. But here, if you want, you can basically configure these action steps as well, add some more action step to fetch some data or send any kind of other WhatsApp message using this Pabbly Connect automation. So using a combination of Pabbly Connect's automation workflows and the WhatsApp chatbot flow which we have created in Pabbly Chatflow, you can create this kind of system, the automated chatbot WhatsApp system for your real estate business. Now, after having an overview of this complete system, we are going to test this chatbot for different scenarios. So once again, I'm going to send a message as hello over here to the same chatbot. After sending the hello, this time I'm going to select the option that I want to sell a property over here. After selecting the option of sell property, here I'm going to sell a residential property. So let's say we are going to select this option of residential over here. And after that, here we are going to select the option or enter the option that how many BHK it is. Let's say I will be entering the option as 3 BHK. After entering 3 BHK, it is going to ask us to enter the address of the property. So let's say I'm just going to enter a dummy address over here, New Street, Bhopal. So this is the address over here. After entering the address of the property, it is asking us to enter the city specifically. So I'm entering the city as Bhopal. Then it is going to ask us that what is the price range we are expecting to get. So I'm expecting to get 50 lakhs to 1 crore. So I'm selecting this option. After this, it is going to ask us the exact price. So let's say I'm going to expect 75 lakhs as the exact price. After entering the price over here, it is asking us to share a photo of the property as well. So from here, let me just upload a photo. I'll just upload a photo from my system over here. I have this picture of a horse. So I'm just uploading this picture and send it. After setting the picture, it is going to ask us another question over here. So whatever question we have added in the flow, it is going to ask us the next question. And here it is. So it is asking us that whether we want to auto list our property or not. So no, I don't want to auto list the property, so I'm selecting no over here. Then it is asking us that how urgently we want to sell. So let's see, I don't have any rush over here. I'm selecting no rush. And then at last, it is asking me my full name. So let's say my full name was demo user. I'm just going to enter the same name. And at last, it is going to again ask us for the email address. So I'm just going to enter the email address too. After entering these details here, you can see that here we have received this thank you message. And after receiving this thank you message, the flow which we have created, this flow is successfully completed. And using this API node in our flow, all of these details are sent to Pabbly Connect webhook. And because we have selected the option as seller over here, we are selling the property, automatically the details of the same property which we have shared over here in this chat will be added in our Google spreadsheet. So we will come to a Google sheet. From here, we will go to the sellers page over here. And yes, here you can see that in the seller sheet, you can see the details of the same lead and the same property details which we have shared over here with the WhatsApp chatbot is added. We have the same name, same email, same phone number of the lead who has shared us the details. Then after that, we have the same property type, same BHK, same address. Also, you can see we have the same city as well. After city, we have the same price bracket, same exact price. We have the link of the image of the property as well, the same image which we have shared with the chatbot. Then after that, here you can see we have selected the option as no to auto list the property. So we have selected no over here. And also we have selected the option as no rush. So that's why you can see we have the option of no rush as well. So in this way, we have successfully created this WhatsApp chatbot using which basically we can get the leads over here on WhatsApp. We can just completely nurture and qualify the leads using this WhatsApp chatbot, which we have created using Pabbly Chatflow for our real estate business. And also add the details of the lead in our Google spreadsheet, fetch the details of the properties which we have for selling and share it with the buyers automatically. So I hope this video was helpful to you and it helped you understand that how you can create a WhatsApp chatbot for your real estate business using Pabbly Chatflow.
So not just this, you can create WhatsApp chatbot for multiple use cases and processes using Pabbly Chatflow. Now, if you want to get in touch with us, you can write us at support@pabbly.com. And if you have any kind of doubts, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. Also, if you want to check the pricing of Pabbly Chatflow, you can visit this link. And let me tell you, Pabbly Chatflow comes with a free plan. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now and start using Pabbly Chatflow and build WhatsApp chatbot for absolutely free now.